Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. Finally joining us on the couch for a chat, we have two filmmakers. Tunde Lawal, who is an art director with a work experience spanning over 10 years.
And Nwari Uchechukwu, he's a production designer, art director, storyboard artist, and so much more. He transitioned into filmmaking when he completed studying architecture. Oh, interesting. So he's marrying the two in his field, and they both worked on various projects. They're going to be talking to us about some of their work. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And
Thank you
first, I need to say congratulations on your nominations for
Thank
DJ. You have been nominated for best art director nominee
category.
Sorry,
Yes.
for the AMVCA.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Yes,
and that's
thank
for
you very
DJ.
much.
Your project
Yes.
you did together with DJ.
Yes, thank you very
Great. I watched DJ. I saw it from the beginning to the end.
Are you serious?
And I think it was fantastic.
Thank you.
You could see that a lot of work went in from the storyline to the directing, to the special effects. Everything was beautifully done. So I'd say well done.
Thank you.
And that brings to my first question. What does it take to be an art director? What is the role of an art director in a movie?
Okay. I think let me take this one.
Yes.
So the art director is I would say the architect of the film world. The art director creates the film world. And the roles are, initially, there was just the art director. And then, a while earlier, there was the need to coin a different role, which was what brought to life production design. Because the scope of work on the film at the time was so large and vast, it didn't seem appropriate anymore to attribute the role of the art director, to that person who was in charge of creating that film world, because it was very vast. And so that's what gave birth to the term production design. So the production designer is the creator of the world, and he or she works with the art director, who is the design manager, on any film or television set.
In the end, you're basically like the person that puts together the world the actors go into,
Yes.
and give the actors the perspective they need to perform those roles.
Making the stories
Exactly.
believable.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when it comes to building these sets, I'm going to come to you now. Building these sets and putting these things together. What are the most key elements that you believe make the best movies?
Like Uche has rightly said here, the responsibility of the art director is to bring to reality the vision that the production designer has created. And I think this is the primary objective, and then the primary material that we use to create the structures in terms of the spatial components that we require for the actors, to come into. These things come directly from the design that has been created by the production designer, goes through the concept artist, and then each set or space is designed in relation to what the storyline, has allocated for that space, depending on the character, the direction of the story, what we expect from the characters, and then a whole lot of that goes.
Now let's talk about. Well, there are two things, right, that came to mind. First is location. Then some of the challenges that you experience in finding the right location. So, for example, with DJ, there was the beach scene.
Oh yes.
Let's talk about the challenges that you experienced, finding that location and getting to work on that set.
Using DJ as a case point, we were very fortunate to work with a wonderful location manager. We had the opportunity to visit a couple of beach houses, and then we came upon. We actually saw a beach house that we felt could tell our story much, better, but we had a few
Logistic.
a few contingencies, so we had to go with another location. However, in line with art direction and then working with Uche here, we were able to convert the second beach house into what was ideal for what we wanted it to be. And then we had, of course, challenges of sound, the waves crashing,
Exactly.
and all of that. But we had to weave it into the story somehow. And then we also had we were fortunate to work with very good sound designers as well. And then we were able to make everything work all together.
So now, I know that we have an architect among us, but I'm just thinking, you actually have to create actual structural plan drawings. It feels like movie making has come so far. It's done a hop, skip, and jump forward. But then again, there is still quite a lot of competition. So what do you think makes your work stand out?
Well, so what I'll say first of all is that, for DJ, what was, enjoyable about DJ was the fact that we got to do it the proper way, We got to build sets.
And that's because you had the right amount of resources.
Yes.
Very important, yes.
It is very important, really, because, filmmaking is not a cheap venture in any way, But, I'm happy about the fact that we're able to do that. And we were able to actually control our environment because the most successful films are the ones where, we were in control, and that's what we, set out to do with DJ. So for about 75% of the sets that you saw on TV, they were all built from scratch, So for the beach house, the advantage that beach house had over the other one was the fact that we had more control, of the establishment, the structure and all that. And we were able to do what we needed to do without restrictions, without, and all that. And that's what, gave us the opportunity to express ourselves as designers.
Yeah, darling, let's talk about the police station, for example, right?
Yes.
I want to take me on a journey through the process from the conceptualization, having to know, okay, this is what to put on the walls, this is how this prop should be here, the chairs, the tables, all of it, everything that went into that police station scene. Because it looked so real. I thought you actually used like an actual police station. And now you're telling me that you guys actually set it up from the scratch. And I'm
yes, we did.
Talk me through that
we did.
process.
So one of the things we did when we got the project, I had a conversation with the executive producer, James, and, I said to him that we would like to build a station that, was aspirational. And, this is our opportunity to say things, say good things about who we are.
About who we are.
Yeah.
So I believe that it was an opportunity to do that. But we still had to do that within the parameters of what was believable. So what we said was this could be an interagency office. So it could be an office like, the ICPC or the EFCC or something where you had police officers.
Intelligence officers.
Yes, intelligence
as well,
officers and all that. So that would justify the upliftment, but at the same time, we needed it to be lived in, to be functional, to, And so, I have a few friends who are, police officers, and I was able to speak with them.
I want to talk a bit about the nomination and how it felt when you
got nominated.
The word. Tunde, you have to talk to us about that. What was your instant reaction when you heard about the nomination?
Well, it was first of all, I was in a state of disbelief.
Why?
For a while. Because I didn't expect, I honestly didn't expect the nomination, but I was on a visit to my brother-in-law's place, and the award nomination came up, and then I was watching, and then I saw, oh, okay, they nominated DJ for, we were also nominated for about seven different
nominations.
So the first one I saw was for the cinematographer, and I was like, oh yeah, we did a good job with that.
Yes, you did.
And then the awards, the program kept on progressing, and then I saw for the art department, art director nomination list, and they brought up a couple of other projects, and I was like, well, yeah, these guys, I have a lot of friends in the nominee list as well, so I was really happy for them with, getting the nod. And then I saw our names up on TV, and I called Uche, and I was, oh, Uche, did you see that? I said, oh yeah, he's seen that. It was glad. I was glad.
You know, it's quite laudable that we are in a time where there's an award show that appreciates, you know, not just the actors now, not just the people that we see in front of the screen, but people who work behind the scenes, the production crew, because they are the ones who actually make that magic happen. Without you guys, we are nothing, to be honest, because you guys make or do all the work.
Well, right. So she's saying we because she's an actress as well. So your next set of movies, if you have any sway, just remember MM.
Thank you so much for blowing my heart.
Say
the tits in my hand. Thank you so much. Thank you.
But really well done, guys.
Thank you so much.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
And I hope you get that award.
Yes. Please,
so
when you get it, come back and show us.
Most definitely.
Yeah, please.
All right. And shout out to James Omokwe, who is amazing with his entire team.
Yeah.
All right then, guys. We have something sweet in the kitchen.